I create most of my workflows in n8n with the help of ChatGPT or Grok. It works, but to be honest, it often takes a lot of back and forth. You need to guide the model step by step, fix what it suggests, and explain things again and again. But I think I have finally found a way to dramatically improve the quality of responses and turn my chat assistant into a powerful n8n expert. If you stay until the end of the video, you'll see how I built a knowledge base for n8n, which enhances capabilities of ChatGPT, Claude, or other assistants. The process is fully automated with n8n. I will even share the workflow and resulting knowledge base with you. This video is not sponsored or commercial. I'm doing it for the community because I believe n8n is one of the most important tools for AI automation we have today, and it deserves a better support inside our chat assistants. Why your LLM is missing key information? All large language models like ChatGPT, Claude, DeepSeek, and others are trained up to a certain point in time. This is called cut-off date. For example, ChatGPT 4.0 was trained until June 2024. For DeepSeek, it was July 2024. So anything released after that, like n8n's tools for AI agent node, new AI agent canvas chat, or nodes related to model context protocol, MCP, are simply unknown to the models. Plus, some nodes have been renamed, and this leads to confusion when LLM recommends you to include them into your workflow. Now you might say, can LLM just search for the latest information in the internet? Yes, chat assistants can do it, but there is a number of catches attached. The n8n documentation includes hundreds of pages. Even if a model tries to search, it's unlikely to find and understand all the relevant pieces which should go together with the prompt. Also, web search usually needs to be manually enabled and is still not very reliable. This leads to confusion, outdated answers, and broken workflows. So what can we do about it? There are currently 3 ways to bring a language model up to speed. First one is to add all missing information directly into prompt. Second one is to ask to search the web. And the third one, give it a custom knowledge base with a system prompt. Option 1 doesn't work well. The documentation is just too big. Language models have limits called a context window and cannot handle everything at once if you paste it into the prompt. Option 2 is better, but as already mentioned, it's not really reliable. There is no guarantee that the model will find exact answer you need and that it will do it fast. Option 3 is the most powerful solution today. If we give the model a structured knowledge base and a clear system prompt, it can produce much better answers. And now let's see how option 3 works. Let us take ChatGPT as an example. The 4.0 model has been trained on the text information available up until June 2024. How can we let the model know about the new knowledge which, in the meantime, appeared? We can either add very important information to each prompt we create so that it's submitted to LLM on each request. This is so-called system prompt. Or you can use another approach when your knowledge is stored in a special type of database called vector database, and then some pieces of information from the database are submitted together with your prompt, in addition to system prompt. When you work with ChatGPT, for instance, and create Custom GPT with a knowledge base, this is exactly what happens. You ask a question, OpenAI finds relevant pieces of information in the vector storage, adds it to a prompt, adds system prompt on top, and submit all of this into the large language model. So to build a great n8n assistant, we need 2 things: up-to-date n8n documentation file and a solid system prompt. That brings us to the main element of this video: how to create an n8n knowledge artifact which you can use with chat assistants of your choice. Creation of a solid system prompt will be done in the second part of this tutorial series. What do you think is the best n8n knowledge artifact for LLM? It is, of course, n8n documentation. But how can we submit and prepare n8n documentation for LLM? Documentation of n8n is available on GitHub under Fair Code license, which means that you are generally free to use and distribute it. At the same time, commercial use is restricted by the authors. It is also available on the website docs.n8n.io, which is populated directly from GitHub, so GitHub is the source of truth for us. If you open GitHub repository with n8n documentation, you will see that its current structure is really complicated and contains a lot of folders. On the screen, you can see how an example glossary page looks like. It starts with AI agent definition, which I think was added not long time ago into this file, and it's really funny that it actually appeared in the top of the page. I have done some analysis of the documentation and this repository. Here are the numbers which may be interesting for us to understand in order to see how it can work together with the LLMs. So first of all, there is more than 1,100 markdown documents in the repository, which, if printed, will take close to 2,000 pages. If we assume that one LLM token is approximately 4 characters, which is almost, it means that it's almost 1 million tokens. In comparison, you can see in the bottom of the table that the maximum context window for ChatGPT and Claude is currently 128,000 and 200,000 tokens respectively, which means that if we just give this knowledge base to the model, it will not be able to process it. So what to focus on? After reviewing the structure of the repository, I decided to focus on those following main sections: glossary, advanced AI, code, and core nodes. Each of these folders contain many pages and subpages. We ideally should include into our combined file all of them. To combine them into one markdown file, I built a workflow using n8n. Here's how resulting workflow looks like. This workflow connects to GitHub, navigates through the folders, finds the right files, downloads them, sorts them by topic, saves everything to a markdown file, and then sends it to me via Telegram. All is fully automated. No external tools are required. Couple of, let's say, additional details. So in the beginning of the workflow, you can see that we are using an incoming information, which is a list of files or folders with the information whether to go recursively into these folders or not. Then there is an HTTP request node, which connects to GitHub and downloads the files. And in the end, we receive this data in Telegram. And this is how the resulting file looks like. Just for you to understand that it's just a text file with some markdown formatting. This workflow and the resulting markdown files are available for free. You can find them in the Telegram channel of Unreasonable AI. The link is provided in the description. Important to note that once you import this workflow to your n8n instance, you will need to reconfigure the credentials for GitHub API and also for Telegram. I have a video about Telegram on this channel. Please write down the comments if you need a video about creating the GitHub API access. You are welcome to use the workflow, modify it or improve it. Everything is shared for educational purposes and to support n8n community. If you want to start using n8n Cloud, I would appreciate if you use the referral link below. It helps me keep creating content like this. And now let's move on to creation of custom ChatGPT, where we will use our markdown file, and I will show you how it all works. Custom GPTs can be created with Plus subscription. In order to do so, you should go to GPTs and then create. We are doing it all in ChatGPT from OpenAI. And you will need to indicate here name of your custom GPT, description, instructions, and some conversation starters. In this first part of the video, we are not gonna be putting instructions because this is a separate topic, and in the second part of the video, we'll create amazing instructions for this GPT. For now, we'll just put the name. The name will be n8n Workflow Building Machine. The description will be a very short description saying that this GPT should be an expert in n8n automation. We can also add, upload a photo of the image. I'll put n8n logo. And in the end, the most important part, we should attach the knowledge. It can be done here, upload knowledge files. We press upload files and we will upload the markdown file which we created. We press open. What we'll do now, we'll press create, and it asks me who it should be visible to. Only me, anyone with the link, or GPT store. Let me press anyone with the link and we press save. This is the link and we can view GPT. That's how custom GPT looks like. It has a name, it has a description, and we can chat with it here. This was part 1 of the mini-series, and in part 2, we will craft a smart, reusable system prompt for our assistant. We'll also see how our n8n building machine is working in action. If you find this video useful, I would appreciate if you like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.